Looked at my watch and realized it was already past midnight. The library was eerily quiet, with only a faint hum of the fluorescent lights above. It had been hours since my friends and I arrived, excited for our late-night study session. But one by one, they had all left, bidding their goodbyes and leaving me alone in the library. As I sat there, surrounded by shelves and old paper, a strange feeling crept over me. It was as if the library itself had come alive. Unease settled deep within my gut, but I reassured myself that it was just my imagination playing tricks. Time ticked by slowly, and the familiar sounds of footsteps and hushed conversations faded away into the night. The library had become empty, with only the dim light of the reading lamps guiding my way. I decided it was time to call it a night and gather my belongings. I packed my bag and made my way towards the exit. As I reached the doors, I hesitated for a moment, glancing back at the empty aisles. And that's when I saw a man, standing in the corner of the library, his features obscured by a long, tattered cloak. Fear ran down my spine as our eyes met. There was something unsettling about him, an aura of darkness that seemed to radiate from his very being. His eyes were piercing, intense, and filled with feelings of unease. Unable to tear my gaze away, I stood frozen in place. His presence seemed to grow stronger. I mustered the courage to break away from his gaze and quickly pushed open the heavy library doors, stepping out into the cool night air. My heart pounded in my chest as I hurriedly walked away, glancing back over my shoulder. To my horror, the hooded man was still there. I quickened my pace, my footsteps echoing through the empty streets, desperately trying to put as much distance between myself and that mysterious figure. As I finally reached the safety of my home, I locked the door behind me, my mind racing with questions. From that point I had realized my fear of that library, and when friends now ask me to come I usually decline the offer because forever I feel traumatized. The man could have kidnapped me or killed me.